immersed in the darkness of the night forest, Jack Brown slowly drove his car along the winding road. The old car creaked and squealed as if foretelling doom. The only sound was the rustling of branches outside and the wind whistling. And then, from the darkness of the road, a terrifying figure suddenly appeared, causing Jack to barely keep his hand on the wheel. A hairy creature, as if sprung from a nightmare, slowly approached the car. Its eyes gleamed in the darkness, filling Jack's soul with unbearable horror. The monster's skin was covered in dirt and blood, and its hands were as sharp as blades. Jack tried to accelerate, but the engine howled and stalled. The creature was getting closer, its breath reaching the window, causing the glass to fog up. "What do you want?" Jack shouted, but the monster only growled hoarsely in response. Then Jack realized that something terrible and unclean was hiding in this forest. He closed his eyes, his mother's words filling him with unprecedented strength. Determined to overcome his fear, he opened his eyes and met the monster's gaze, which clumsily reached out its sharp hands towards him. Something inside Jack exploded at that moment, and he decided to act. Turning the wheel sharply, he pressed the gas pedal with all his might. The car shot forward, and Jack heard the creature's heavy breathing on his tail. It did not leave him alone, but Jack was not going to give up without a fight. Shifting to the last gear, he sped ahead, feeling the car conquer every curve of the road. The wind tousled his hair, and his heart raced against the roar of the engine. Knowing that the creature was losing him in the darkness of the forest, Jack realized that his only chance was to reach dawn. And finally, after endless minutes of tense racing, the first rays of sun began to break through the foliage. The creature, left behind, disappeared into the morning mist. Jack slowed down and stopped on the side of the road, resting his head on the steering wheel. He understood that it was only the beginning of his trials, but he was ready for them, trusting in his intuition and inner strength, as his mother had advised him.